Michael Strahan rips Azeez Al Shaair for dirty Trevor Lawrence hit, threw himself out of the game. Michael Strahan didn't approve of Azeez Al Shaair's dirty hit that knocked Trevor Lawrence out of Sunday's game, and the former Giants star didn't hesitate to criticize the Texans linebacker. Strahan described the crushing blow when Al Shaair dove and connected with Lawrence's helmet even after the Jaguars quarterback had already started to slide during the second quarter as uncalled for it, I think. He threw himself out of the game, Strahan, an NFL analyst for Fox, said during the network's halftime show. I personally think he did that because he realized if he had stayed in that game, he was not going to be protected for that game, because what he did, everybody knows as a defensive player you don't do that. They're just getting Trevor Lawrence back. Out 2 games with a shoulder injury. You hate to see that happen to him on something that's just so unnecessary because regardless of offense and defense and how you feel, you do protect your players. You protect your guys. We have a lot of respect for each other out there on the field, even when you're competing. That was uncalled for. That reflected a similar sentiment to the criticism that Daryl Johnston, a former NFL running back broadcasting the Jaguars-Texans game for Fox, dished out toward Al Shaair. Johnston described it as everything you're not supposed to do. It's reckless, Johnston continued. It's disrespectful. There's an honor that you give to your opponent on the football field, and you respect him. And there's opportunities to be physical and give big hits and play this game in that manner. And there's other times when there's a respect that you grant to your opponent. One of those instances, in Johnston's eyes, would have been the 2nd and 7 scramble from Lawrence, when he started to slide shortly after crossing midfield, but still absorbed the hit from Al Shaair. Lawrence remained down on the field as nearly 24 players became involved in a scuffle, and the entire sequence ended with Al Shaair and Jaguars cornerback Jaron Jones both getting ejected. Eventually, Lawrence was helped into a cart and driven off the field, but the 25-year-old, who has already dealt with the shoulder injury during Jacksonville's dismal season, was ruled out for the remainder of the game with a head injury before the half ended. Mac Jones took over for Lawrence, and despite guiding the Jaguars to 2 late touchdowns, they fell 23-20 to Houston and watched their record drop to 2-10. Jaguars coach Doug Peterson told reporters that Lawrence was in concussion protocol and didn't speculate about when he might return this season.